Dear students, today I will teach you about the topic ratio and proportion. It is the BCom 4th semester syllabus under CBCS program. Ratio and proportion. What is ratio and proportion? What is ratio? First, let us define what is ratio. Suppose A gets 80 marks in mathematics paper and B gets 40 marks in mathematics paper. Then what is the ratio of A and B? Symbolically we can write A is to B, that is 80 is to 40. If we convert it to the lowest term, it will become 2 is to 1. So ratio is nothing, it is actually division of two quantities. Division of two quantities. Here A by B we can write 2 by 1. This is numerator part and it is denominator part. So this numerator part is called the antecedent and the denominator part is called consequent. It is called what? It is antecedent. And it is called consequent part. If the antecedent part is greater than the consequent part, then that ratio is called the greater ratio. And on the other hand, if consequent part is greater than the antecedent part, then it is called the lesser ratio. So what is greater ratio? Greater ratio, if the numerator part, that is antecedent part, is greater than the consequent part. Suppose 7 by 3. Here this antecedent part is greater than the consequent part. So it is an example of greater ratio. It is an example of greater ratio. On the other hand, if 3 by 7, if a ratio is 3 by 7, here you can see that the 3 is smaller than 7, that is antecedent part is smaller than the consequent part. So it is an example of lesser ratio. Okay. Now we will discuss about the various types of ratio. We will discuss about various types of ratio. There are several types of ratio. Number 1, greater ratio. Number 2, lesser ratio. Number 3, inverse ratio. Number 4, compound ratio. Number 4, duplicate ratio. Number 6, Subduplicate ratio. Number 7, triplicate ratio. So these 7 terms we will discuss one by one. Already it is discussed what is greater ratio. If the antecedent part is greater than the consequent part, then it is called greater ratio. What is lesser ratio? If the antecedent part is less than the consequent part, then it is lesser ratio, already discussed. And what is inverse ratio? Now we will discuss about inverse ratio. What is inverse ratio? If A by B is equal to 3 by 7, again B by A is equal to A by B is equal to 7 by 3, then this ratio is called inverse of this. Why? Because here A share is 3, B share is 7. Here A share is 7 and B share is 3. Reverse. So this ratio is called inverse ratio of second. First ratio is called the inverse ratio of second. Again, what is compound ratio? This is compound ratio. Suppose A is to B is equal to 3 is to 7. C is to D is equal to 2 is to 5. Two ratios are given. A is to B is equal to 3 is to 7. Another is C is to D is equal to 2 is to 5. What is its compound ratio? Compound ratio is, you have to multiply the numerator part, that is antecedent, and the denominator part, that is consequent. We can write here A by B is equal to given 3 by 7 and C by D is given 2 is to 5. Therefore compound ratio is, you have to multiply this numerator part and you have to multiply this denominator part. What is the compound ratio? 3 into 2 divided by 7 into 5. Very easy. 3 to the 6, 5 7 the 35. So this is the compound ratio of these two ratios. This is compound ratio. Now let us define what is duplicate ratio. Duplicate ratio if the compound ratio of A is to B and A is to B is equal to, multiply these two terms and these two terms, A square is to B square. This A square is to B square is called the duplicate ratio of A is to B. This is called the duplicate ratio of A is to B. Now, one example, what is the duplicate ratio of, what is the duplicate ratio of 2:5? How to find it? Duplicate ratio means you have to find out the compound ratio of 2:5. 2:5 and 2:5. That is, duplicate ratio is equal to 2 square is to 5 square. It means 4 is to 5 5 ja 25. So duplicate ratio of 2:5 is 4 is to 25. Similarly, what is the triplicate ratio of A is to B? What is the triplicate ratio? Solution: its triplicate ratio will be, you have to multiply A is to B 3 times. Triplicate ratio is equal to A into A into A, B into B into B. That is A cube is to B cube. It is the triplicate ratio of A is to B. Example, what is the triplicate ratio of 1:3? So you have to cube it. Triplicate ratio 1 cube is to 3 cube. 1 3 times means 1 and 3 3 times means 27. So 1 is to 27 is the triplicate ratio of 1:3. Another is sub-duplicate ratio. Sub-duplicate ratio. What is sub-duplicate ratio? Suppose a ratio is A is to B. Its sub-duplicate ratio will be a square root of A is to a square root of B. This is sub-duplicate ratio of A is to B. Example, what is the sub-duplicate ratio of 4:25? What is its sub-duplicate ratio? Answer is, you have to find out the square root of 4 and the square root of 25. The square root of 4 is 2, and what is the square root of 25? It's nothing but 5. So this is the sub-duplicate ratio of 4:25. Okay. Now some questions, illustrative example. Question: can you determine the ratio of the following quantities? Can you determine the ratio of the following questions? Number 1, rupees 20 and 50 meter. You know that to become a ratio, the two quantities should be similar. The dissimilar quantities is not an example of ratio. It cannot be ratio. Here you see that here 20 unit of 20 is rupees and unit of 50 is meter. Different units are here, that is dissimilar quantities. So we cannot determine ratio of these two terms. Another example is five meter and 25 centimeter. Here you see that this unit is meter and the unit of second term is centimeter. Although these two units are different, but we can convert this meter into centimeter. We can convert it 5 into 100 centimeter and 25 centimeter. Here 500 centimeter and 25 centimeter. Now you see that these two terms becomes converted into same units. Here 500 centimeter, it is also centimeter. So we can express it into ratio. What is the ratio of these two terms? Ratio is equal to 500 is to 25. 25 on the 25, 20 is to 1. So it can be converted to ratio. It can be determined. Another example. Question: rupees 3 and 500 pies. Obviously, these rupees 3 can be converted into pies. So it can be determined, it can be converted into a ratio. Solution: here rupees 3 can be converted into pies by multiplying 100 and 500 pies. So it is 300 pies is to 500. These two, 0 cancel, you may cancel it. The remaining part is 3:5. So 3:5 is the result, answer. Now let us discuss about mean proportion. Before discussing mean proportion, we have to discuss about continued proportion. Suppose three terms A, B, C are in proportion. Then we can write A by B is equal to B by C. A by B, B by C. It is, if A, B, C are in proportion, we can write this. I have three terms. If we take four terms A, B, C, D are in proportion, then we can write A by B is equal to C by D. With these two observations, we will find mean proportion. Question: what is the mean proportion of 64 and 121? Now let us see how to find out this mean proportion. Given one term is 64 and another term is 121. You have to find out the middlemost term, that is mean proportion. Mean means middlemost. So suppose the mean proportion be x. Mean proportion be x. Now you see that there are three terms are here. One is 64, another is x, and third one is 121. So three terms are in proportion, so we can write 64 by x, again this x by 121. Now how to find out x? You have to cross multiply these two terms, x and x square, and you have to cross multiply these two terms, 64 into 121. Now here x square, if we write only x, then this, for this square term you may take a square root in the right hand side, 64 into 121. A square root of 64, we all know that 8 8s are 64. So we can take 8 for a square root of 64, and 11 11s are is equal to 121. So square root of 121 is 11. Ultimately x is equal to 11 8s are 88. So the mean proportion of x is what? 88. The result, so the result is 88. Similarly, one is homework for you. Find out the mean proportion of 3 and 7. You can do it at your home. It is homework for you. Find out the fourth proportion. What is the next question is what is the fourth proportion of 8 meter, 18 meter and rupees 15? And you have to find out fourth proportion. Maybe first term, second term, third term, fourth term. It is to be find out. You see that the first two terms are in meter. The units are in meter, and the last two terms, third term, unit of third term is rupees. Obviously, the unit of fourth terms will be in rupees. The answer will be in rupees. How to solve it? Solution: given 8 meter, 18 meter, rupees 15, and the fourth term we suppose it x. Let the fourth proportion be rupees x. According to question, these four terms are in proportion, so we can write first by second 8 by 18, third by fourth 15 by x. Now we will find out the value of x by cross multiply. Cross multiply it 8x and cross multiply these two terms 18 into 15. Only x 18 into 15 divided by 8. Now convert it to the lowest term. 4 to the 8, 9 to the 18. X is equal to 135 by 135 by 4 is the result, and you may convert it to the decimal point. So x is equal to rupees 33.75. So fourth proportion is rupees 33.75. Another example is divide rupees 52 among A, B, C in the ratio 1/2 is to 1/3 is to 1/4. How to solve it? Given A is to B is to C is equal to half is to 1/3 is to 1/4. Now, what is the LCM of these three terms? Denominator of these three terms. LCM of 2, 3, 4 is equal to 12. LCM is 12. Now, we have to multiply all these three terms by this LCM. That is, multiply 1/2 into with this LCM 12, again 1/3 into multiply this second term with the LCM 1/4 into 12. If we cancel it, what will be the result? 6, and it will become 4, and it will become 3. Now A is to B is to C is equal to 6 is to 4 is to 3. Let A gets rupees 6x. We say it, suppose it. B gets rupees 4x and C gets rupees 3x. Now share of A, B, C altogether 6x plus 4x plus 3x altogether will become, how many rupees we have to divide among A, B, C? Rupees 52. Now sum of all these three terms, then 13x is equal to 52, x is equal to 52 by 13, x is equal to 13 4s are 52, value of x is 4. Therefore A will get this 6 into 4 is equal to rupees 24, and B will get this 4 into 4 is equal to rupees 16, and C will get 3 into 4 is equal to rupees 12. So this is the result. Next day we will solve some practical problems using ratio and proportion. Okay, thank you so much.